Welcome to Show Studios Fashion Radio, the podcast and video series exploring the remarkable relationship between fashion and music. Every week, I'll be joined by fashion's biggest names and the talent of tomorrow as they share their 10 life-defining tunes and the stories behind them. I'm your host, DJ Fat Tony, and few musicians have gained as much attention as this rapper has from a young age. Although he rose to fame at just 19 years old with his track Straight Rhymez, his lyricism first garnered him attention on YouTube when he was just 16. Thanks to a lot of hard work and dedication, he has since gone on to release 20 top 10 singles in the UK, where he has collaborated with the likes of Ed Sheeran, Stormzy and many others. Taking inspiration from trap, grime and UK drill, this talent is certainly one to watch. Of course, I'm talking about none other than Aitch. Where did it all start for you? Probably a boring question, right?
No, of course not. No, Manchester, obviously. That's where it started. In terms of writing rhymes, it started on Snapchat.
Oh, right.
Me and my mate.
Yeah.
And basically, we just used to slag each other's mums off on Snapchat.
Yeah, I like that.
And it was like, he might snap me a couple lines slagging my mum off, and then I'll hit him back. But I kept going, like, for some reason, I just couldn't stop slagging his mum off, basically. But honestly, hand on heart, in terms of actually playing a beat and rapping on it, fuck knows, I do not remember that day. I don't remember the first beat I played and the first time I put bars on a beat, but what I did know is that I had bars, and that was that. And then, big long story short, I'd write bars, I'd be doing it in the PE changing rooms to the mandem and all that, little bits and bobs. And then one day, I was drunk on a park when I shouldn't have been drunk on a park. Yeah. And I grew the balls to rap in front of everyone. And I said to my mate, I said, do me a favour, film me. Yeah. Because I want to watch it back. Don't put it anywhere. Don't put this video nowhere. I just want to watch it back because I've never heard myself rap. Done it. Cool, sweet, that was it. Got the video. And then as I've opened my phone, as I've got my phone out, sorry, for him to send it, but my phone died, so I was fuming. So put my phone in the pocket, got on the pedal bike, pedalled all the way back to my mum's to put the phone on charge to get the video. Put the phone on charge. As it came on, I've got a couple Facebook notifications at the time. I'm thinking, right, what's going on? I've opened Facebook and the video's on Facebook already. So I was fuming, texting my mate, come and, like, you know what I mean, wanted to go fight him on the park and that, because I thought, I'm just embarrassed, everyone's going to start slagging me off. And then I just remember, like, the next day or the next couple of days being in school and, like, girls coming up to me, like, with their earphones, and they'd, like, stop me, like, give me an earphone, and I'd put it in and it was that video, and I was like, oh, rah. And it just went from there, and I think it got, like, 5,000 views or something like that, and and at the time that was like, whoa, that was like fucking hell.
Elton John.
Yeah, that was like, oh shit, about to go sell out a tour after that.
You know that, but that's where it goes to.
Yeah, of course. So then, literally, that's how it came about, and then after that, it was just like, right, we've had 5,000 views now, let's see if we can get 10,000. I never put nothing on YouTube, it was all Facebook and stuff like that, and then it just built up to a thing where I just kept making music. Yeah, the story goes on forever. So
it's basically like a complete, like, social media, like, success story.
Yeah, 100%. But however, though, it
I love that word.
A little bit different. It's a good word, that, isn't it? But a little bit different because it wasn't like my Instagram or anything was like the biggest thing ever or anything like that. Like, my thing came about, I was on the grind for a while and I had my own little buzz. But I never blew up. Like, no one in London knew who I was. It was just a bit of a local thing. Yeah. Obviously, a couple bits in the middle, but then I ended up dropping a song called Straight Rhymez, which was just a freestyle on a car park, and that's the one that
kicked it into the
all
orbit.
off. And that was literally, there was nothing more to it than I recorded the song, I shot a one-take video, and I put it on YouTube.
But do you think that's the success of it? Do you know, in the sense of the fact that there was no mass marketing behind it, there was no organ grinder. This was you doing what you did, and that's what people buy into.
100%, it was authentic, and timing is a
always
unexplainable mad thing. Like, at the time, drill, like UK drill it's different. Drill's different now to what it was then, but like, everyone in the UK was listening to drill, and it was very like not the same as the drill you hear today.
Yeah.
Drill you hear today is very fun and like kind of, it's nice and you can dance
was
to
dark,
it.
right?
Drill back then was like dark. So like when they see me on that car park rapping about the complete opposite,
Yeah.
it was a breath of fresh air. The game subconsciously was waiting for that,
Yeah.
and I just happened to be that person.
So, what was your first item of clothing you bought when you first got paid?
I know
'Cause
exactly
I know
what it
you
was.
love your clothing.
I know exactly what it was.
Go on.
I went to Selfridges.
Yeah.
And I went and
In
bought
Manchester?
In Manchester.
Yeah.
And I went and bought myself an Armani jeans tracksuit. Yeah. I remember it,
Go
a
on.
navy blue one.
Yeah.
Armani jeans tracksuit, and then next door's Hugo Boss. I went and got myself a Hugo Boss tracksuit.
Genius, yeah.
And I think I got a Gucci man bag. I think that's what I got, and I thought I was the fucking man.
Yeah, but you were.
Well, I was at the time. Yeah,
that's what
I
I'm saying.
was.
Those were the labels, you know, because I was going through all your photos like a perv the other day when we were doing this, and I do like literally research. You love a bit of Louis, you love a little bit of this, you love a bit of that.
Do you know what? I've gone through mad phases when it comes to clothes personally. Like if you look at my earlier videos, it was just very stereotypical North Manchester, a lot of gym gear for no reason. Never even seen a gym before. You know what I mean?
The set,
the set, all of that stuff. It's all changed, and then obviously I started making a little bit of money, and I was rinsing places like Armani, Hugo Boss. All them things. I might have treated myself to a pair of Louis Vuitton shoes, maybe a bag, but never anything else. And then I started getting some proper money. And then I thought the be all and end all was I need to have Louis Vuitton head to toe. And do you know what I mean? People probably think I'm losing my head recently because I've just been getting about in a pair of shorts and a white t-shirt. You know what I mean? But I've been really loving it. You know what I mean?
Playing it down.
Yeah. So I couldn't even put my finger on what my fashion sense is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
What was your first memory of fashion and music together?
My first memory of fashion and music, really and truly, was probably G-Unit and Reebok doing the G-Unit trainer.
Yeah.
I never had a pair. I always wanted a
Never
pair.
got 'em,
Yeah,
no.
I never had a pair, but I think looking back as a kid, that was the first time I seen like an artist. I don't know that's the first thing that comes into my head. And but then there's another thing that flips into my head that I've just thought of now. This, I don't really know if you want to call this like music and fashion, but I remember when Tinchy Stryder done the Star in the Hood t-shirts, and I had one of them, and I remember it was like a quad XL, and I was about 10 years old. It just used to be like that. I still used to run about in it like that. But yeah, really and truly, my first memory would be like the G-Unit thing and Reebok and the trainers and all that, and I always was begging my mum for some G-Unit. I think she thought it weren't real.
Yeah.
I was like saying to Mum, I want these trainers, and she was like, no, it's just whatever, it's just for the video, whatever. But yeah, that's my first memory.
It's funny what sticks with us, right? It's like literally that we see one thing and we get obsessed about it, and we got to have it, and we got to look like that way. And do you know what I'm saying, Jack?
It's crazy.
It's like my mum when I was a kid, we all wore Fred Perry's to school, and you knew if someone's mum bought that Fred Perry off the catalogue or not.
Yeah.
It was a cheaper Fred Perry than the normal one.
I always used to be jealous of my friend, because before I went to high school, I used to love 50 Cent, because my older cousin. But it's mad how like, so in my head, I wanted to wear like baggy blue jeans and some like G-Unit Reeboks and a big t-shirt and all that, And it's funny how like, I think I was a little bit onto it before anyone else, because I remember like going to high school and that wasn't the thing. Do you get what I mean? Like I wanted to wear like some like high top trainers and all that and whatever, and it weren't that. And you just made me think of something. Oh yeah, so whatever. So I remember like being a bit sad that because I wanted to dress like 50 Cent at the time, but no one else did, sort of thing. And then my mate, the same friend who filmed the video and put it on Facebook, this same friend, he's probably still got it to this day. He's got 50 Cent's jacket at his house, his hoodie, because he was he had a concert once in England back in the day, 50 Cent, and he took his hoodie off and threw it in the crowd. And my mate's mum and some guy literally had a wrestling match over it, and they ended up with it. And it's in my mate's wardrobe now, and every time went round to his house. I always used to open the wardrobe and
You're
look
still
at
mates with him now?
Yeah. I've not been to his house for a while. I don't know if he's still got it or not, but I'm pretty sure he does, yeah. Funnily enough, my friend Charlie, who owns a brand called Drama Calls in Manchester, I forgot how far I had a hat on, I don't. It's a big brand it's the brand in Manchester.
Okay.
They've just done a collaboration with Adidas and made a shell toe.
Oh, have they?
It's unreal, and it's the same colours as the trams back in the day in Manchester. The tram used to be
I
blue.
love all this stuff when people love their town so much that their collections are about that area.
I feel like that's the energy of Manchester. Like anytime someone from Manchester does something, the first thought is like, how can
give back to Manchester?
Yeah, how can it be something to do with Manchester? Do you get what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what's good about the city. But yeah, like the trams back in the day used to be like a baby blue and black and white kind of colour, and the box is like a tram when you pull it out. It's proper. It's proper.
We got one of my best friends who's been on this podcast as well, Gary Aston.
Okay.
Who does Special, Adidas Special.
Oh, sick.
And it's always about Manchester. It's always about Blackburn.
Yeah.
And it fucks me off. And then they start arguing with me about, Acid House started in Blackburn, and then Manchester. And I'm like, oh fuck off, did it? And then the row goes on.
Yeah.
But he's one of those people that just keeps giving back to that community, makes trainers about Blackburn.
I feel like Northerners are really proud to be Northerners. Do you know what I mean?
agree.
I feel like it's one of them things, and like, yeah, I can only speak for Manchester specifically, but like, I know that everything I've done, I've always tried for it to like represent Manchester, or like when I won a Brit or something, the first thing I'm saying at the Brits is, yes, Manchester in the building. That's my first word. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but so it should be, right?
Yeah, and also because like, especially in the music industry, like it's so London centric, and it has been forever.
Yeah, you know that.
Obviously, you can chat about like Manchester back in the day, you know, Stone Roses, Oasis, all that stuff. Don't get me wrong, yeah, but like in my world, it's London.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And like, yeah, man. So it's good to just shed some light on it, because a lot of people from up north feel like things aren't possible.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Course.
When you're in London, say in the rap world, for example, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Like, you're from North London, growing up at a certain age, and you know, oh yeah, well, Skepta, Wretch, JME, you know, like there's a list of people. It's like, oh well, they've done it, and I'm from the same estate, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And then you go East London, you go Getz, Dizzy Rascal, this person, that Kano, well, they've all done it. So it goes on. We can go north, east, south, west, whatever you want to do. And then you go up in Manchester, and it's like people from London don't realise how much of a step London is.
Yeah.
Because you're already from here, but like, all we think in Manchester when we're doing something is, right, we need to get to London.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone's thought maybe in London straight away was, we'll be like, I need to get myself to New York.
Yeah,
or I need
that's
to go,
exactly it.
I need to go LA.
That's exactly
to
it.
make this finger. We think, I need to go London. And it's funny when people from London hear that, because you think, what, you want to come here? Do you know what I mean?
Where
When it's like
twice as expensive.
Yeah, but it's like, nah, this is what we need to do. Do you know what I mean?
Mad,
like,
isn't it?
Yeah. And I always say to younger people in Manchester, like, I always say, yo, go make your money in London and go and spend it in Manchester.
Give it back.
And it's sweet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
What's the most influential track from your childhood, and why? Well, I quite like your answers here.
This is freestyle as well, by the way, because I forgot some of the answers that I've already given you.
These are just a guideline.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think there's many tracks, but there's one from Big Brothers. Called This Is Big Bro. New Flow. It's called New Flow, and I'm not even going to sit here and say that that's the soundtrack to my life, because it's definitely not. But like, it just reminds me of childhood. I've got big up Ryan, big up Uncle Ryan, My dad listens to indie music. My dad loves bands and all that. Don't get me wrong, a little splash of hip hop there, but bands.
Yeah.
But then Uncle Ryan had come over with like a Big Brother CD or something, played at full volume, and I can just remember being in my kitchen rapping it. This is big, bro. Taking over the show like that. I don't know, like, but it's a core memory. I'd get in my dad's car, it's just bands.
Yeah.
And then I'd get in like my cousin's car, and it's N-Dubs.
Yeah.
And Tinchy Strider and da-da-da-da.
N-Dubs.
And then I'd get in my uncle's car, and it'd be Big Brother's 2-pack bigger, kind of vibe. So it's just a big mashup of everything. But please, I'm looking at the camera now. Don't quote me on Big Brother's new flow being the soundtrack to my life, because it's definitely not. However, it's a core memory. I can remember the album cover and everything.
What was the album cover?
It was just them. Like, I remember the colour was green. It was a green hat. I remember always looking, and a certain someone had. I don't know if they had a certain hat on or something, or a certain tee. I remember thinking, I want that. I need that. You know what I mean? Just little memories like that.
There's that obsessiveness again. It's like that's, and it makes you strive to want stuff. Do you know what I mean?
100%. Pre-2017, 16, everything's a blur to me. So like, I couldn't tell you like I don't know whether I want to say Big Brothers was like the soundtrack, or what I say like some sort of like 50 Cent song, or was these are all 100% facts, but in terms of the times, I couldn't tell you.
They're just pieces of a jigsaw, right?
Yeah, it was that's
all right.
It's just all floating in my head, and then only till like after 2017 do I remember everything like vividly. You know what I mean?
What was the best music video in terms of fashion you've ever seen?
I'll give a shout out to all them G Unit videos where they got the Reeboks and all that, and they all looked fly, 100%.
So on your answers, you put down here, you put ASAP.
ASAP Rocky.
Yeah,
see, I'm thinking childhood now. This is more.
It's like, you know.
Yeah. ASAP Rocky, like, there's not even a specific. He's got a song called Riot where they're all just in white t-shirts. Yeah. That's sick to me. That, but like, ASAP Rocky is a good person to mention in terms of that.
Of course he is.
Within every video he's done, you know what I mean? He's just he's just a cool fucker, isn't he?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Listen, whatever he wears, he manages to carry it off so fucking.
He carries it off. He can put anything on and he can carry it off. Yeah,
pair of fucking glasses, and it changes the whole way he looks, the way he carries himself.
100%.
But what do you listen to before you go out at night? Do you go out clubbing a lot?
I've not been for a while. I've been slowing down on the clubbing recently, to be fair. But there's a song. This is funny. There's a song called "Tear the Club Up," right, which is by Future and another guy called I Swear Vizo, and that's just a funny story because me and my friend Keegan, who's outside now waiting for me, we just used to play that because we just used to be gassed. It's just like it's a proper like Atlanta trap music kind of strip club, throw some money in the air kind of song. You know what I mean? And we're just young and stupid, thinking we're fucking sick and that, and we'd be in the car on the way to the club just singing that song, and like it actually gave us confidence. Like we'd go to we'd play that song and step out the car into the club thinking, yeah, we're the fucking men in here. We definitely wasn't. Do you know what I mean?
I've been there and done it a million times.
But like,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like that. It's a good one, and I feel
you know
like
what it is. It's the power of music. Again, it's the power of that song. What it does is it gives people hope.
Yeah, 100%. And like everyone, like, don't get me wrong, not everyone's exactly the same, but like everyone thinks the same things.
Yeah.
Like all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you hear your favourite artist say certain things, it's shocking, innit? Because you don't see him as a normal person, innit?
Yeah, totally.
And it kind of like brings you back down to earth, and you're like, oh yeah, this is crazy. I mean, and like that Tear the Club Up song, like we'd be in the club doing something that exactly what he says on the song, and we're like, yeah, like this is us, you know what I mean? Still going back to my mum's after. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, I know it too well.
But like, yeah,
trust me.
Yeah, but I'd say that one. But
give it gangster realness, and then you sort of like, on the night bus home.
Yeah, Uber to my mum's and all that. But now, like, in terms of my prime time clubbing days, that was the song right there.
What clubs you used to go to?
In Manchester specifically, I always used to go to a place called Yours, which is not actually a club, it's actually a bar kind of city. It's a restaurant by day, all the tables get moved at night, one of them things. And it's just a tradition to go to Yours until it closes at about 2:00. I'm a bit of a shit guy. I never made it past Yours. That's when I'm like on the bench somewhere and I've got to go home. But if I did make it past Yours, then we'd go wherever the crowd takes us. Really.
Are you a happy drunk?
I am a happy drunk. Yeah, I am a happy drunk. Do you know what? I've not been like fucking drunk for a little minute now. Last time I was drunk was in December on my birthday.
How's your personal style evolved alongside your taste in music?
Yeah, again, just like loads of different things. Just getting older naturally, it just changes certain things. Being privileged enough to go to other places and
Yeah.
see certain vibes and whatnot. Because if I never left Manchester, I'd probably still have an Under Armour tracksuit on now. Do you know what I mean? Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, not at all.
I've still got Under Armour tracksuits.
Is it a twin set?
Yeah, I've got a couple of twins. I've got, listen, come to my house. I've got a whole section. I've got a North Manchester section in my wardrobe, I'm telling you.
They love a twin set.
Yeah. But, yeah, honestly, you just pick pieces from over the years, innit? And just certain things that you like and
100%.
kind of find what make, like you're saying, what makes you feel comfortable and whatnot. Well, it makes a lot of sense, but music plays a lot into it. Do you know what I mean? Because one minute you want to be this person, next minute you want to be that person. You know what I mean? So it's evolving. It probably still is evolving. And next time we see each other,
You'll have a whole different look.
I might have eyeliner and fucking a leather jacket on with spikes on it. You never know, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Know,
So it's one of them.
What song do you love to hate? What's your guilty pleasure?
I don't even.
What's that one song that you think, oh, if anyone knew I knew this, like this, they'd shame me?
I don't think it's bad. I don't think anyone's gonna shame me for it. But what people will be shocked at, like a lot of Razorlight. You know, Razorlight.
Yeah, I used to Razorlight. Yeah.
I love Razorlight. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm saying that answer for a couple of reasons, because really I should be shedding light on a northern band, shouldn't I? You know what I mean? Like.
Not really,
but you know what I mean? Like, I love Amy Winehouse.
Oh, come on, who doesn't?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Who doesn't? Like, I don't even feel sorry for saying that.
No, but you shouldn't. Amy's incredible. Amy, just everything about Amy.
I like listening to that song. I like listening to Lenny Kravitz. I want to get over. I like that song.
That's genius. That song.
Like. Look,
that's a good song in the car.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's a good song. It's like uplifting, happy go beat song.
Yeah. Little things like that. But I will be honest, like really and truly, like if you went on my playlist now, it is very, very, very rap.
Oh really?
Do you know what I mean? There's sprinkles of things like there, but like you might, like I'm saying, you might catch a Razorlight or an Amy Winehouse.
But the thing about music is it should, you know, when you like, it's like people. I did an interview the other day, and I was like, people that think, oh, okay. Oh, I'm only into techno. Yeah,
you can't be. One of my favourite songs ever is, I feel like this sounds really generic as well, because I feel like when people say the favourite song ever, right now you're expecting a pre-2005 song or something, surely. But I love Beyonce, Drunk in Love.
Amazing.
Yeah, don't know why, but when that's on, I'm screaming.
Does it take you?
Gets me from the way she sings, and then Jay-Z's verse that no one ever mentions because it's
Jay-Z.
Yeah, whatever. So that song, that's a little special one for me as well.
There you go. Right. There's so many different levels to music.
Yeah.
There's so many things that I think, I fucking love this.
That also comes with age as well. Like I know, like experience. I've even got like younger friends.
Yeah.
And I'll show them a certain song and they don't get it.
Yeah.
Like from back in the, like from even a grime song from back in the day, and they're like, what is that? And I'm like, it's hard to explain to them, that is what shaped what you fucking listen to now. Like you need to know this, you get what I mean? But things change, don't they?
Yeah, but you see, I get it the other way around now. So my geezer, he will tell me, "Oh, do you like this?" And I'm like, "Who the fuck is that? I've never heard of them." And then he's like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I don't know who that is."
You need to know.
And then he's like, literally, and then I look into it. I'm like, "What the fuck? I've been listening to that, and I didn't even know."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when you get house, you know, like. People resample, and that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
And then no one really knows where that first sample came from.
There's always an original in it. There's always an original.
The history of things is really important, I think, because we live in such a flick lifestyle of like flicking with our thumb that we actually don't take in.
No, you don't.
So I don't take in the modern stuff.
No, and everything's so accessible these days.
I sound like right old man
people,
then.
No, but I think you're right as well. Everything's too accessible these days as well, so it's not like... no one has time to spend on one thing. I remember back in the day, like, if my favourite artist dropped a song...
Yeah.
I'm watching that music video for the rest of the week.
Yeah, of course.
That's my shit. I'm waking up in the morning, it's getting put on for the rest of the week. Whereas now, someone drops something, they'll watch it once or twice.
Yeah.
But then 10 million things have happened the 10 minutes after this.
Yeah.
So, what else is going on? And by all that's done, that's forgotten about.
How many fashion shows you've been to?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think one. I think maybe two. I went to that Chanel show in Manchester.
Oh yeah, did you go to that?
There.
Yeah,
it
I
was good.
Gonna go up for that.
That was like my first proper
they
one.
invited everyone from Manchester.
Yeah, of course.
Made a big thing out of it.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was
closed
good.
the whole street off, didn't
Yeah,
they?
It was good, man. It was a good time. Do you know what? Honestly, after that, I can't even think of any others that I've been to, if I'm honest with you.
So you're not going to answer my question then. What's the most important song you've heard in a catwalk show? They used Stone Roses for Chanel, didn't they?
They did, actually.
Yeah,
it was a lot of Manchester music.
Yeah,
so that being said, that whole day was just good, especially being from Manchester. It was nice because it also felt like the city was appreciated a little bit, which was nice.
Do you like Ian Brown?
I do.
Yeah.
I do, yeah, I do. Yeah.
I think if you come from Manchester and you know the providence of Ian Brown and what he did for that city and what he's done for
He's
a lot
just
of
a
people.
legend.
Of course, man. He's such a nice guy.
Absolute legend. I sampled Fool's Gold.
Yeah.
And it's a song that I've got called 1989, and all of them, the Stone Roses, was just so easy. It was just so easy to clear, and they loved it. They wanted to be a part of it. I mean, I woke up the next day, I had boxes of Stone Roses merch at my door and all that. Do you know what I mean? It was just nice, man.
Appreciation.
And it was just, that's another example of just how sick Manchester is. I can imagine that their thought process was what, this little bastard wants to use our tune. Where's he from? Manchester? Yeah, fucking give it him. I can imagine that's how the conversation went. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I was in Manchester a couple of months ago. I've got a friend who lives in Cheshire, actually.
Yeah.
And he's Phil Bardsley. He used to be a footballer.
Mm-hmm.
I say used to be, very loosely. And, and his wife, Tanya, and I was up there filming with them. And their kids are so Manchester, it's unreal.
Yeah.
I mean, just what they come out with. And it's just it's got that cheeky, it just makes you want to fall in love with them.
Yeah.
Because they don't give a fuck. What song do you have on repeat, changing the subject?
Right now?
Yeah. Obviously your own Till Late, right?
Well, yeah, I've got my own song. I've got my album on repeat right now. But Till Late with Poser, that's on repeat right now, personally, on a bias one. Genuinely, I've been listening to the album, obviously unreleased, on repeat, making sure everything's prim and proper.
You happy with it?
I am,
Amazing.
I am.
Amazing.
And do you know what? I don't put as much pressure on myself this time, or I don't really in the nicest way possible, I don't actually give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? I'm saying that in a good way, though.
No, it's a good way, yeah.
I've done what I need to do. I'm going to give it to the people. Enjoy. If you don't enjoy, fuck off. If you do enjoy, innit?
For me, I've done a lot of things in my life, but there was not. It's an incredible feeling having that first play on Radio 1.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
Do you know what I mean?
I feel as well, what's the word I'm looking for? The fucking, don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but the what I see as success has also changed as well. Like what you're saying, I've done bare things. I've gone platinum however many times, and and it's not I'm not there. I'm not here for that right now. Right now, I want to just bring back a certain vibe for people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You're in a position, you have a platform to do that.
Yeah.
And that's what you're using, and that's amazing. As I said to you earlier when I met you, the woman who walks, my friend Anne, who walks with the dogs with us.
Yeah.
I told her I was interviewing today. She was like, "Oh my God, I love him." He was on the 1% the other day.
I was, yeah.
He got so many questions right, and I was looking at her thinking, I don't even know you. You know what I mean? The way you are. It's oh my God, he's so sick. And he does so much for this charity. And he's literally my friend's wife, her husband's an electrician in Pimlico, and she's become a close friend because we walk the dogs together. She knew everything there was to know about you.
Sick.
So that kind of shows you how many people love what you do.
Yeah, man.
Do you get what I mean? It's not one kind of thing, and I think that's testament. If she's oh my God, he was so good on the 1%, and I was I watched the 1%, I didn't see him on it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying, Chuck?
Of course. Yeah, well, shout her out anyway. Shout her out. Like I said to you before, I'm fortunate enough to have done certain things and maybe had my hand in certain pies, and just being myself. Like, my whole fan base isn't just based off who listens to my music either. Like, it's funny, my security guard always says you can always judge a man by an airport run. Yeah. And they say that by saying, when we get in the airport, see what kind of people stop there. And like I said to you before, 1 minute it's a 10-year-old boy, next minute it's a 60-year-old woman, boom, 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 all over the. And then, but someone will say, one person will say, "Oh, I love your new song." The next person will just say, "Oh, I love your sister." Yeah. Yeah, and the next person will say whatever.
Amazing, so, right?
Yeah, it just all comes from everywhere.
When I go, I always gauge on where I'm at in life by the airport as well. It's an important thing. Yeah, it is. And so many people come up to me and say, "Oh, I love your book, I love this." And I talk to everyone. Yeah. I say, "Thank you so much." Because, I come from nothing and I've really got it all back. And the mere fact that someone wants to stop to talk to me and tell me that they love what I do, or they love my Instagram,
it's
or
special,
they love
isn't it? It's special.
It's a mind blowing.
And sometimes you get it, but you get it a bit twisted, and things have changed so much where, like, you start tripping over things. But I seen a really good video the other day, and I've not forgot about it once. And it was a guy, and he said, when did it become shit or uncool to get 15 likes, to get only 15 likes on your Instagram picture? He said, because if I walk down the street now and 15 people came up to me and said, "I fucking love your outfit," my day would be made.
Yeah, you know that.
Do you get what I mean?
100%.
But because you see a next man get 650 million likes, you feel like shit, innit? Because you've only got 3 or something like that, and it's not, and it's little things like that. The fact that someone's came up to you in an airport and gone, "Oh, I love you for this." Yeah. You need to take that in.
If you could raid the wardrobe or write a song with any musician, there's 2 questions there. Let's just do one. Raid the wardrobe. Anyone's wardrobe, who would it be?
My real answer, it'd have to be A$AP Rocky, really. Someone like that, you know what I mean? He's got variety. Playboy Carti wears some really nice clothes recently, but sometimes he wears really bad clothes. If you want a solidified answer, I'd probably have to go Rocky.
Yeah, really?
Right now. Yeah, I think so. Don't get me wrong, the stuff that he wears might not even look no good on me, but...
No, he's got it. He knows how to wear a drippy. He's got the best.
Yeah, he can move around it.
100%.
So, yeah. I'd probably say A$AP Rocky, to be fair.
Yeah, totally.
Or someone super fat, so I'm just comfy all the time. Whoever the fattest rapper is, I'll go in his wardrobe.
What about, who would you like to write a track with, living or alive or dead?
I've got a couple different answers for different reasons, to be fair. Like,
do them both.
I always want to make a song with 50 Cent, always. However, I also know that 50 Cent now isn't the 50 Cent that I love. That
you grew up with,
like, musically, you know what I mean? So that, and then there's like Snoop. Yeah. Snoop Dogg, who is an amazing rapper, but just, I don't even need to record nothing. Just sitting in the studio with him would just be a fucking amazing experience. Hotbox. You wouldn't even be able to see him after a bit. You know what I mean? Right. And then obviously, like Liam Gallagher. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Just like things like that. You know.
Are you gonna go and see him?
I am. Yeah, I'm gonna go. So yeah, there's a number of people, and then obviously the list goes on. Even like Beyonce, just because Beyonce's voice is so fucking sick.
You're going to go and see her this week? She's played this week in London every night.
I'm not actually. I'm a bit busy this week. But I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't really sit there and super enjoy a Beyonce concert, personally.
Would you be too conscious?
I think I'd just be like, don't get me wrong, if I had a couple of drinks and that, I would enjoy it. But
wearing a cowboy hat within 5 minutes.
Big boots on and that. Yeah. But this isn't even a shitbag answer. I'd make a song with anyone. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like anyone who fucking likes to make music.
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah. Sweet.
Don't worry about that. That goes without saying. No, but that's it. No, do you know what I mean? If someone comes to you with the right track, you just think, fuck, man, this is amazing.
I don't give a fuck about like who's like famous or numbers or anything like that. If the tune's sick, I'll do it. The best artist in the world right now, no one even knows him. Yeah. That's how funny it is, isn't it? Like that really like deep down fucking raw talent.
Yeah.
You don't know. I don't know who it is. You don't know who it is because he's just some guy from the middle of fucking somewhere. Yeah. Who's not got the look in yet. And
it's that question when people go, "Oh, what's the best party you've ever been to, or what's the best club you've ever played in?" And I always say it hasn't happened yet, because it's true. That yet is always around the corner.
Yeah, always.
And I truly believe in embracing change and new kids and new talent, because that's what keeps me going.
And you can't sit here scratching your head like, why you don't understand something, innit? Like, if that's what's happening, that's what's happening. Fucking get with it, innit?
What would be the theme tune for your life so far?
The theme tune for
at 25.
At 25, all this life I've lived. Honestly, I've got a song called M40 on my album, and that's like if you was to crawl into my head at like 15 and just step out onto the estate.
Yeah.
And you see, if you heard that track now, you'd get it all. And like this, it just touches me a little bit. And you don't even need to be from M40, by the way, is my postcode.
Yeah, obviously I gathered that. Yeah,
not the motorway, because someone looked at my chain the other day. It's got M40 on it.
And they thought it was the motorway.
And he said, "Why have you got the motorway?" I said, "Fuck off." The motorway. But anyway, so you don't just have to be from that area to get it. Like, you just got to be from a certain kind of place for it to touch you. But also, like, yeah, man, there's just something about it that, like, it kind of just hits different in all different aspects, you know what I mean? And I feel like right now, that's like the soundtrack to my life. And I promise you, that's not even like on some like album promo, like make sure I mention this song, like genuinely like.
Yeah, but that's where you're at.
Yeah, right? That's where I'm at.
That's where you're at. This is what you've lived, and this is what you're right now. This is what is the soundtrack.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And that's
right
important.
Now. And it's like, I've been so busy and all over the world, sometimes I forget how much I love Manchester sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What's next for you? What are you going to do next? What's in the pipeline?
Drop the album, perform the album.
You going on tour?
Yeah, but I can't really give too much away right now, to be fair, but just know I'll be on stage. I'll be on stage with a mic in my hand talking shit, basically.
Is that where are you the happiest on stage?
I think so.
Performing?
Yeah, man.
Doing what you do, right?
Back to the whole thing where we're just like music, it's just a fucking mega thing in it, and the fact that I'm on a stage after I've been sat in a studio making this thing and people are singing these words, and you can see like certain songs, you can see what it means to people.
But you know what that is, right? It's because you believe in yourself, so therefore other people can believe in you.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck how cliched it sounds. It's true. When we start to believe in something, then suddenly we leap by something, and our people start to believe in us because they can see that confidence in what we do.
100%.
When I'm going to work, right, I sit in the back of my car, right, you know, like little Lord Fauntleroy being driven in my car to work, and in my head I'm like, oh, they're all going to hate me when I get there. They're all going to hate this. Or wherever I'm flying somewhere around the world, like I do, and that straight away it will come on me because I have imposter syndrome, which keeps me on my toes. Keeps me fucking buzzing because that always makes me strive to be better.
Right,
I never get somewhere and think I'm going to play the best set ever. I'm going to play the best I can. And that is always, you know. I truly believe that because when I'm in that headspace, you can see the cracks within it. But when I'm there and I'm thinking, right, I'm going to smash this now. I thrive off of energy. When you're on stage, my job is to take that energy and relay it back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%, man. And you can see it in people's faces, innit? You're gonna. It just works both ways, innit? You give them a certain amount, they're gonna give it back, and vice versa, innit? And
yeah, totally. There's nothing worse than a fucking flat audience. Do you know what I'm saying, Chad? Because I will like then start zoning in, because I'm stone cold. So I will see two people talking like at the back of 2,000 people having a conversation, and in my head they're slagging me off. I want to beat them up, and then I start giving them the finger. I start giving them, and then threatening them.
It's weird. I start getting paranoid sometimes, checking if my zip's done and all that. You know, and they're out there. I'm like, fucking hell, what's going on? But performing is definitely my little happy place. And,
amazing.
And then after that, after this year, like God knows, obviously always more music. I'm gonna get in my little acting bag.
You're gonna get into acting? Yeah, good.
I'm just fucking everywhere.
Man.
You'll see me. You're
25. You've got the world at your feet. Fucking go for it.
Do you know what? It's good that you said that. That's what I'm doing next. I'm gonna fucking breathe and go right. I'm 25 and I'm here. I'm gonna do what I fucking want.